everybody, it's time for another episode of Nick's Nerd Network, and I'm, you guessed it, Nick. Today we are going to be getting a 2-for-1 costume review because I've been putting these off for a while because I wanted to give them some time for me to actually wear the costumes so I get a really good feel for how they've lasted. One of them is from CosplaySky.com, which is my Shazam costume, and the other is from Sky Costume. They were very similar sounding websites. Sky Costume, and that is my Kristoff from Frozen. So, if you want to, I'm going to leave in the description where you can skip ahead if there's a specific costume that you want to see. We're going to start with Shazam first. Now, I'm going to show you clips that are from the Shazam costume being new, right out of the package, and what it looked like. I am going to preface this, which it has not held up well. I have worn it to one con, and I have worn it to a couple of my volunteer events for the Royals Project, but I will say I've had to do a lot of repairs, I've had to fix a lot, and there's been a lot going on. We'll cover that more after we talk about the actual footage. So, let's get started, and let's look at Shazam. Shazam! Alright, so this is the Shazam costume. Now, these gauntlets are probably one of the best things about the costume. They're really neat, they're really detailed. I've tried holding up to the camera, it's hard to see up close. The fabric is really cheap. I'm not a fan of the fabric. It looks cool because it's printed on there, but it's not like textured. And it hugs in unflattering ways. It really makes it look like I have man boobs under here. The centerpiece does light up. I was really disappointed because it implied that it lit up like solid throughout the whole thing in the description, but the flashing lights don't work, and this video is actually the only time that light worked. It stopped working immediately after. The cape's really impressive. It is heavy, so the downside is it pulls the emblem back up into your neck, but it is thick, sturdy fabric, and even though I'm going to be replacing some parts of this costume, I'm definitely going to keep this cape because it's really good and the snaps are great. You may need to sew them back on because, again, it's heavy, but it's a really great cape. Sorry about the sensor bar. These boots are really good. I like them a lot. They did break later on, but in terms of visual, they look really good. They're not meant for like walking long distances in, which I did put them through their paces in those regards. Overall, first fit, I mean, it's nice. It's not worth the amount that I paid for this costume, but it's okay. Now, like I said before, I'm going to talk about some of the things after I've worn the costume for a while. The fabric snags a lot. It's a very cheap fabric. On camera, it looks very good because it has a very cool print that looks very similar to the movie, but it's honestly not a costume that's going to hold up for more than 1 or 2 uses. The downside is there's a lot of Velcro parts like the belt and the gauntlets and different things like that, and every time that Velcro so much as brushes up against that costume, like the red fabric, it's going to shred and pull pieces out of it, and it's like, it looks really fuzzy at this point. Like I said, I've only worn it a couple times. The boots have also come apart. The zippers have broken on them after wearing them a couple times. Um, it's I'll be honest, it was a very disappointing costume. The lights stopped working pretty much after the first time I turned it on for this video, and this is probably the worst costume I've gotten so far that I've paid for, and it cost a lot because it was from Cosplay Sky, and it's really disappointing. I've actually communicated with them about this costume. They have not been helpful with it. They referenced potentially a partial refund at some point and then kind of gave up on it. They kept requesting, we want to see videos of the lights working or not working. I'm like, well, how can I show you videos of something not working? But I sent them videos, I sent them pictures, I showed them where on the crest all the pieces were coming off and bending, because what they did was they did like a layer of vinyl, I think, or maybe some sort of thick foam, and then they did some other paper layer and then a like iron-on layer of gold, and all that's peeling and separating and it's falling apart. So I'm going to be fixing this after only having this costume in use for less than a month, so it's pretty disappointing. I don't recommend this costume. It does look good. If it's a one-time use, go for it. But if you plan on using this a lot and you're really investing money into something, I would recommend going with a different company or something where it's a sturdier fabric than that. Alright, let's move on to my Kristoff costume. Now, my Kristoff costume I was really excited about because I'm going to be using that for the Royals Project a little bit later in the year once the new Frozen 2 movie comes out. And honestly, I was really impressed with this costume. I'm not going to say too much now, but again, this costume, so the bad costume, the Shazam costume, was from Cosplay Sky. This one's from Sky Costume. Kristoff is from Sky Costume. Got to make sure I say the right names. Very similar. All right, let's look at Kristoff. Hi, this is my Kristoff costume. It's really overall impressive. I really like it a lot. It's flexible, it's easy to move in. I really like the shoes. They have the nice point at the end, which is a nice detail. There's fur on it. The arms and the sleeves are really, really comfortable. It is really warm. It's a lot of layers. Lots of fur on the edges and in the collar, but it's not fur on the inside, which is nice. You can see the textured, cool fabric. It's like a Henley type of shirt, but it looks really good with the costume. The sash that goes around your waist is really nice and really easy to put on, and it fits well. I was worried I was going to take it in, but it fit me really, really well. Overall, super impressed by Kristoff. Overall, I really love the Kristoff costume. I would say I would give it a 4 out of 5 star rating. Shazam's a 1 out of 5 star rating. But Kristoff is a 4 out of 5 star rating, and I just really like everything about it. My one caveat to this costume is it is very warm. It is not meant to be something that you can walk around outside in the summer. My first time wearing it was at Dragon Con in Atlanta, Georgia in August. That heat was tough. I actually got a little lightheaded because it's multiple layers of thick, warm winter clothing and fur. But visual, sturdiness, material. This costume is amazing. If you're looking for a Kristoff costume, go to Sky Costume. I really recommend it. I love it a lot, and it's durable. I'm gonna get a lot of use out of it. Even the boots are really cool. They even have the detail of the curved upward point on it, like the people who harvest ice wear. So I highly recommend it. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions about these costumes, please comment below. I had a lot of questions about my Thor costume, and I'm happy to answer those questions. Answer those costume questions. So thanks so much for watching. If this video was helpful for you, please like it. If you would, share or subscribe to the channel. It helps. I had a goal of reaching 1,000 subscribers by the end of this year that I set last New Year's. We're not super close to that, but every subscription helps. So if you could help out this channel and help give us a boost, that would be great. And I would be able to get more costumes to review, which would be great for you guys. So thanks so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day. Bye! It's promotion time! Hey guys, it's Tommy, the Green Ranger here, and I have a special message for my friend Nick. Go to my channel and subscribe. Go to my channel and subscribe. Go to my channel. Watch more videos on my channels. Go!